here's a little preview of what's to come. So stay tuned. Hey, it's Dan, and welcome back to Unified Gaming. Now, if you are a long-time fan of the channel, you're probably aware that there hasn't been many build videos recently, and you're probably going, why is that? And well, that's because I like to min-max my builds and test them thoroughly, and I've been doing that exactly for the past 5-6 weeks at least. I've got 5 different builds that I've kind of almost finished that I'd like to make public and share with you guys because they are like stupidly strong and they're something I'm proud of, something that I would use myself and I still use even to this day. I'm going to give you an update to my Resistor build. This is basically a tanky Magicka warden damage dealer, crazy damage, stupidly tanky, exactly what you want. I then got an update to my stamina warden, which basically just keeps the damage and the mitigation, but it just makes it even tankier, which is even better. I then have an update to my Lightbringer build, which is a Magicka Templar, and again, the Magicka Templars are just crazy, especially this one here. I've then also got an update to Shroud, which basically keeps the same damage but makes it tankier at the same time, which is just perfect for newer people. And I've got one more build which I'm still unsure whether to make it public because it is stupidly overpowered, and it's called the Bowtard, and you obviously can guess what this is. It's basically a bow gank nightblade that's been min-maxed down to the T. So in this video I'm going to go through and just talk about kind of where the builds are, the good bits and the bad bits, and kind of what can you expect. And if there's one that you really like the sound of, go, oh, I really want to see that straight away, then obviously leave a comment, like the video, so I know that way you want to see these builds quickly, because I do have some other videos planned for the channel as well. And if you haven't guessed it already, this channel is all about helping you get better with next level builds, guides and gameplay. So why not start improving today by subscribing and turn on the bell so you don't miss anything. Now let's jump straight in. So the first build I want to just talk about is the Resistor Mark II, and it's my favourite Magicka warden build that I've played to date. It's got crazy damage and it's got crazy tankiness and it's got really high sustain as well. It's kind of exactly what you want. It's got like a 15 to 17k deep fissure, it's got like a 10k shock reach, and it's got max resistances, and it's got like 1800 regen. It's like just absolutely crazy. It's just kind of how much damage it has for how tanky it is as well. I've shared it with a few friends and they've been using it in like Cyrodiil with me, so we've been doing sort of small scale 3 of those things in a group. It's just absolutely disgusting. And we then also use them in battlegrounds as well, and had like 27 to 1, which is just stupid. Like, it's such a strong build. So if you want to see that build, then obviously comment below so I know that. But that's kind of the Resistor, kind of where it is. The only bad thing is that it lacks an execute, but that's just a warden issue itself. And beyond that, there's nothing else that's particularly bad with it. And I also have a slight variation where you can push the damage even higher to like an 18 to 19k deep fissure if you really, really want to. So as I said, that's the Resistor Mark II. Let me know if you want to see it in the comments. Now the next build I want to talk about is absolutely bonkers. Like, this is where I want to theory craft, I want to just make something as stupidly overpowered as possible. And this is what I made for a sniper. I asked my friend Nath to jump on PTS with me and we tested it for about an hour together. Looking at the best gear, the race, the Munderstone, the weapon trait, the food, the skill layout, the combos that we actually use to try and kill people. And well, we found the best setup that you could possibly make for a bow gank. And it hits stupidly hard, and I was quite surprised by the results. It's not what you'd expect. As you'll see in the footage, I'm hitting like crazy hard, and I'm hitting an area from 8 to kind of 12k per shot in no CP. Do bear in mind that I'm missing minor force as well, so it's like 10% more damage that I'm missing. And I'm also missing meditate, which is my sustain buff, which is why I'm using leeching strike so far. But if I have those two things, I'd hit like even harder, and I'd have better sustain. It's just crazy. And what's more, I've used this in duels as well, which is just absolutely hilarious. Because people kind of go, oh, you're a sniper, you'll sit in stealth. But you don't have to do that. You literally just wait for them to come to you, go snipe, in cap, and they're dead. That's literally it. You might have to chuck in maybe a silver shard. And what makes it even better, if they have shields or something, and they go for like a shield, you go snipe into silver shard, and they land straight at once, and it just basically takes off the shield and kills them with their low health. Really, really overpowered class, like stupidly busted. But if you want to see it, and you want to go, what is he running? How is he hitting, 8 to 12k shots in no CP consistently? That's 10k on average. And how is he hitting you anywhere from like 9 to 14k in CP, or up to 18 if they've got no impen and stuff? Comments below, leave a like on the video, and I'll get around to making the video as quick as I can. As I said, I do have some other types of videos that I want to make in the next couple of weeks, so just let me know what you want to see first. The next build I want to talk about is Nature's Guardian. If you're unaware, this is basically a stupidly tanky stamina warden. There's a build on the channel, so check it out if you haven't seen it. It's basically got 37k armor, 5.5k weapon damage, 30k stamina, 30 odd k health. It's just stupidly strong. And anyway, I basically tweaked it to kind of basically give it the same kind of defense, but with just a bit more damage consistently. So rather than having to have Fury fully proc to get that high damage, we have the damage at all times. Slightly less, but we have much more consistent damage at all times, which for me, this works much better. I also have a second version which drops a little bit of the defense, but it gets even more damage than the old version, and so you can just one-shot people, which is just, yeah, it's absolutely busted. The next build I want to talk about is Shroud. If you're unaware, Shroud is a Magicka Nightblade build that just hits really hard with just a stupidly high regen and great penetration. So it means it's really hard to kind of kill because you can cloak indefinitely, you can teleport around with shade, and well, I made some tweaks to it to basically give it kind of just more bulk at all times. So we drop a little bit of sustain for just more mitigation, which in all honesty is much better. And so this means that you don't have to rely on cloak as much as you did before. You still hit really hard thanks to the obviously high penetration, and I've got a few variations that we could run as well if you want. But as I said, it's a really good sort of Magicka Nightblade build that actually works, which is the key thing. I use it heavily in battlegrounds with high success. I always have a positive kill to death ratio. As with Magicka Nightblade, if you get caught out with bad movement, you do die. But because of the mitigation and the extra defense this has, you don't die as quick and you can actually get away most of the time now, which is just much easier to play. So if you do want to see this build, then obviously comment and let me know, and I'll get around to making this video first. The last build I want to talk about is the Lightsbringer. The Lightsbringer is a Magicka Templar build that is designed to basically have really high damage, good defense, and just really good sustain. So it's kind of like a jack of all trades, but it's really good at doing everything. It can kill by itself, it can work really well in groups, and the first version, as you are aware, basically just has really high group utility and great damage. The second version has even higher damage with slightly less group utility, and the third version is designed to basically have a combination of those both, where you've got good damage, good group utility, but it's easy to set up, and that's the key thing, that the new version is basically easy to set up but whilst being highly effective. So you've got the damage, you've got the sustain, and it's easy to set up, so why wouldn't you want to run it? So if you want to see that build, then obviously comment, let me know, and then I will get around to making it as quick as I can. Now if you haven't done so already, I'd recommend subscribing by clicking the subscribe button and turn on the bell so you don't miss anything, as we post regular ESO content, guides and gameplay, all aimed at helping you get better. And before I move on, I want to say a big thank you to all of our patrons who are helping fund the channel, helping support me. I know times are really hard, but it's really appreciated. And if you do want to support me, then obviously click on the Patreon button in the description. And with that said guys, I'm going to wrap the video up here, but I'm going to leave just some more footage on screen with no voiceover, so you can really see the builds in their fullest and really just see how crazy they actually are. And with that said guys, I'll catch you in the next one. So thanks for watching, take care, and bye!